Okay, in this video, we're going to add the lips and learn about drawing lips at 3/4 view. Okay, so before I start drawing on here, I'm going to do kind of what I did down here and demonstrate the difference between front view and 3/4 view. Okay, so, and you're welcome to draw along with me at any of these stages. So, front view lips are symmetrical. So we've got our little dip here, maybe a little dip here, and they're equal on both sides. Okay, 3/4 view lips are no longer symmetrical. They're going to be asymmetrical. One side of the lips is going to be foreshortened because it is at an angle from us, so we're not seeing the whole thing and it appears shorter. And then one side will appear its regular length. So still the same pattern. We got our lip dip, lip dip. Now this side is going to be shorter and shorter. Okay, so that's a simplification of the lips at 3/4 view, but you can see that's the pattern that's going to be happening. Is if I divide it, put a line down the center, we have much more lip on this side than on this side. Now, because the lips are three-dimensional, however, the angle and the shape is going to change a little bit on this side. So let me erase some of these guidelines so you can see what I'm doing. Because they're three-dimensional, we want to show the curve on this side. So this line, instead of just slanting straight down, is going to kind of puff out a little bit to show the three-dimensionality of it. And then same with the bottom lip. And then one thing you want to pay attention to that happens a lot in 3/4 view is that little dimple where it's an indentation of the lip as it connects to the cheek. You can see it right here. Is even more noticeable in 3/4 view because it creates this little dark corner right here. Now, these lips do not look great because there's one more thing that you want to look for in drawing 3/4 lips, and I'm going to talk about that when we start drawing on hers, okay? This kind of looks like a chicken drumstick. All right, so one thing I notice a lot with students drawing lips at 3/4 view is they have a hard time knowing where to put them and they don't look centered underneath the nose. They'll be too far this way or too far this way. So I use my nose as an indication and I'll put the lip dip. Remember the lip dip is those two lines, or the philtrum, two lines that angle together toward the nose, the space between the nose and the lips. 3/4 view though will get them to curve. Okay, so the first thing I do is look for that philtrum and draw the curve. Then I have the perfect place to put my lips, okay? The other thing I want to do is pay attention to where the edge of the lips should come. And so I use the nose as an indicator for that, the angle between the nose and the corner of the lips, to help me know, okay, so this is where the corner of the lips are going to be. And then I also pay attention to how close the lips come to the cheek right here, okay? So that's going to be another good indicator of where to get your lips drawn, so somewhere about right there. So now I know my lips need to fit within this shape, okay? When you're at 3/4 view, another thing you might see with lips that are in a natural position is that rather than having them separated by a straight line, you'll see they kind of slope downward, okay, into a natural kind of frown. It's not necessarily a frown, but we want that downward slope. And it happens over on the left side too. Remember, it's just going to be shorter. So when I'm drawing my separation between the lips, I want to make sure that I've got that downward slope on both sides. Okay. Then I'm going to have my top lip and that curve. And then my lip dip or Cupid's bow. And then meet back down. And her lips are actually quite flat right here in the middle. So don't be afraid of flat, straight lines. Like I said, we kind of over-exaggerate curves a lot, so. Okay, and then this bottom lip is looking kind of full. So you just need to tweak as needed. All right, and then the crease texture in the lips are kind of going to be like the lashes. We're going to exaggerate these ones that are coming forward to exaggerate this three-dimensional quality of the lips. Okay, and then they might change direction about over here. Okay, don't exaggerate too. I'm kind of exaggerating these crease texture in the lips because I want you to be able to see it, but don't overdo it or it looks really odd. I would say what I'm doing right now is overdone, but it has a lot more shading that needs to happen. So once I add the shading as well, then that crease texture will kind of blend in a little bit more. And don't forget your little dark indentation dimples on the corners.